Bora Que Bora! Vamos que vamos. Estamos no finalzinho desse game. Eu não lembro se é nessa daqui. Eu acho que é na outra. Será que é no outro mesmo? Eu acho que... Ah, foi daqui que eu vim, mano.
The lifeline grid.
Eu acho que é no outro então. Ei, tô lá. Pera aí.
Mic off. Mic on.
Oi, tem. É aqui mesmo.
Good news, Eric.
I can see. That's quite possibly our lost scries.
Will you be able to retrieve it?
Now that we've identified it, yes.
Pronto. Espera aí que eu já venho.
Mic off.
Mic on.
Apertei. Vambora. Agora vamos pra missão final, hein?
I can't believe it's been a pleasure working with your band. If
You've been a...
we make a good team, Bryn. I'll get the runners on hauling.
Acabou? Acabou. Bora pra missão. Eu acredito que seja a missão final, essa.
Ready to head to Cassidan's Hold?
Algo familiar que está pronto para Araquém. Uma série de eventos vai se desenrolar. Certifique-se de que bem e salve antes de partir.
Still
Tá,
need...
então deixa eu só me preparar aqui.
Worse than materials, I'd say.
Ambar do vazio. Ambar do vazio. Antes do ambar do vazio. Deixa eu ver o negócio. Agora tem que dar umas olhadas aqui que aqui vai ficar um negócio ficar. Vai ficar bom, peraí. Ouro de ferro. Estênio 5, couraça ancestral e grande. Estênico, couraça ancestral e grão integral. Estênico, couraça ancestral e grão integral. Tem que tirar a foto de todo esse negócio.
Sharper than you think.
Estênico, couraça ancestral. São 6 estênico, 2 couraça ancestral. Vou começar a tirar foto, peraí. Tem que fazer isso, não tem muito o que fazer não. Tá. Vamos ver a armadura. A armadura. Eu vou ter que reforjar. Vou pegar essa aqui. Essa aqui equilibra, né? Eu pego esta aqui. Vou pegar essa aqui. Precisa de 12 dela. 12 escamas do dragão. Tenho 9. Faltam 3.
Worse the materials, I'd say.
Esse 12. 6 estênico. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Duas couraça ancestral. 1, 2. E um pelo de cauda de vidro. Tá no máximo.
I've always wanted to build something like this.
Um grão integral. Um grão integral.
That's an intimidating silhouette.
Vamos lá pegar escama. 8 escamas de dragão.
If that doesn't keep you
8
safe,
escamas de dragão.
I don't know what will.
Umas 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ixi, 17 escamas de dragão. Vamos pegar as escamas de dragão primeiro. Vou fazer um por vez. Eu acho que não vai dar essa coisa não. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Essa aqui. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, são 9. Faltam 2. Dois. Duas membranas. E 9 serenita. 2 membranas e 9 serenita. 2 membranas e 9 serenitas. Três, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 grão integral de garra de gelo. 8 grão integral de garra de gelo. Mas eu nem vou usar direito, né? Quatro, cinco, seis, sete, oito. Agora que vem o complicado. Vamos dar um upgrade nas armaduras primeiro. Escama do dragão, membrana supernova, estênico. Vamos lá nas fotinhas. Primeiro este aqui. Agora este aqui. Este aqui. Vai precisar muito. Agora este aqui. Vai precisar de muito negócio. Vamos lá. Cinco escamas de dragão. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 membranas supernova. Três, né? 2, 3. Estênico e estênico. 2 estênico. 2. Tá. Então já foi. Para o próximo. Um grão integral. Garra de gelo. Estênico. Esse aqui vai precisar de mais, né? Mas depois a gente vê. Vamos tentar primeiro upar os 7 uma vez só. Escama de dragão, 4 escamas de dragão. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couro de ferro. Couro de ferro são 2. Um estênico. E um entrenico soberano. Escama de ferro, 7 escamas de ferro. Acho que agora vai acabar, hein? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Membrana supernova. 4 membranas supernova. 1, 2, 3, 4. Serenita purificada. 3 serenita purificada. 1, 2, 3.
Worse than materials, I'd
Agora.
say. Most people couldn't even stand straight wearing one of those. You, however.
Ainda faltam 3, hein? Agora a gente exclui esses aqui. Não vou conseguir fazer 100%, né? Mas dá pra gente dar uma melhorada enquanto dá. Essa aqui é uma. Essa aqui tá level 2 ainda. Essa daqui falta muito ainda. São 5 levels. É isso, né? A outra já tá 100%. Vamos lá. Até mudou o estilo, né? Vamos lá. 7 essência do dragão já aqui já não vai dar, né? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Meu Deus. 4 membranas supernova. 4 membranas supernova. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 estênio. Estênico, né? 1, 2, 3. Tá, beleza. Agora vamos reciclar alguns recursos. Só as amarelas que eu guardo, o resto tudo reciclo. Aí. As amarelas a gente guarda. Vamos lá. Eu já estou com 4.200 e pouco de novo. A obsidian ártica, 4 obsidian ártica. Obsidian ártica, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grã integral são 2. 2. 2 estênico. 2. Isso daqui vai precisar de mais, né? Certeza, mas vamos lá. Vamos fazer um por um, depois a gente volta aqui de novo. 5 escama de dragão. 2, 3, 4, 5. Couro de ferro, 3 couro de ferro. 1, 2, 3. Um estênico e um soberano. Aí. Tá, esse aqui já dá pra gente dar mais um upgrade nas armaduras.
I've always wanted to build something like this. Most people couldn't even stand straight wearing one of those. You, however.
Vamos lá, vamos apagar de novo. Vamos para mais uma sequência aqui, né? Agora já o elmo já tá no máximo. Agora falta só a armadura e a outra lá. armadura e o braço. Armadura e o braço, né? Vamos lá. Oh. Obsidiana. São 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gramestre 3. 1, 2, 3. Estênico 2. 1, 2. Escama de dragão 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E couro de ferro 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Estênico 2. 1, 2. Estênico subterrâneo 1. Subterrâneo não, soberano.
If that doesn't keep you safe, I don't know what will. I've always wanted to build something like this.
Tá, agora só falta o peito só. Ó o peito. Tá só o peito. Vamos lá. Obsidiana 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grão-mestre 4. Estênico 3. 2, 3.
I've always wanted to build something like this.
O arco aqui também, né? Vamos para o arco. Escama de dragão são 7, né? Ixi, pior que eu não tirei nada, a foto ficou cortada, tudo cortada. Pera aí, cortei toda a foto. A foto ficou um lixo. Ok. Foi pra lixeira. Cinco, 2, 3, 4, 5. E uma serenita purificada e uma membrana. Tá. Agora é 7 dessa. Vamos ver se dá. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 dessa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 serenita. Eu tô supondo pelo que eu já fiz nas outras, né? E uma membrana. Eu acho que é isso. Já dá pra ocupar 2 vezes.
He wasn't the most welcome.
É isso mesmo. Ó, ali não era 5, era 4. Eu errei por 1.
A delicate tool for precision work. Wield it well.
Pronto. Todos os meus equipamentos que eu tô usando, eles estão no máximo. Preciso pegar essa daqui, ó, depois, ó. É isso. Atingir? bom, né? Só esse elmo aqui que eu vou dar uma atingida no elmo. Tá bom. Aquele save maroto. E agora vamos para a missão finale.
Ready to head to Cassidy's hold?
Hora de descobrir o que o plano implica e ir para o forte.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Great. Hey, while it's just the two of us, I'll be deploying to the Underworks almost immediately after we arrive. Watch Khan Stanfield for me, will you? I know Oriel wants you to give him a chance, but he can't be trusted.
I'm always ready for anything, Eric.
I know.
Vamos lá.
Decades of caution have been rewarded, friends. For this moment, and not one sooner, is the precise time to strike. Today, we wrangle our lands free from the Surgeborn's grasp and reclaim our hearth once more. Whatever it takes. None of this could be possible without the esteemed prowess of the Spindle. Her work on the Arks has laid the foundation for my plan. She and I will proceed to the Grand Gate at once. Scouts, you have your orders. It's time. Whatever it takes.
Bryn, you need to come with me.
Now?
Yeah, no time to explain. And Aurea, you should get on the scry.
All right. Let's go. Sev, I know you said there's no time to explain, but want to give me a clue as to where we're going?
So, obviously I've been working with the Eye. And well, he had me repair the Grand Gate. It's connected to this place called the Source, and I guess that's where the Surgeborn came from. He's got this plan to go there and solve this problem once and for all.
Right. I heard that part of his speech already. What does this have to do with us sprinting like an Ash-Peak Drake is on our heels?
So there's, it's better if I just show you.
Perfect. As punctual as you are daring.
Sev, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, don't blame him. He's merely a puppet. Ironic, given I'm the one all tangled up.
So you...
Of course. Only language could allow me to prey upon Kenricks.
You've been talking to the Eye?
Into a foolhardy and preposterous plan that only an absolute imbecile could think was worth pursuing, yes. I've been down here for years, laying groundwork and learning what I could about your people. All towards a moment when I could convince Kenrick to act. I almost despaired he ever would. And then, along comes you.
Me?
Oh yes. Kenrick is threatened by you. Terrified even. In your brief time inside the Veil, you've accomplished so much more than he has in decades. Not that that's saying much. Still, you are the perfect catalyst for change. We have that in common, as you will discover in time. So now, he's going to open a gate to the heart of the Enclave, convinced he can recover it from us. And the one person I worry might be able to stop us is here. You're first, but even you can't run to the rescue now.
You've thought of everything. Except, why tell me all this?
Because you're too late to stop us. And even if you weren't, no one would believe you.
Sure. Unless they were listening.
Quit taunting it, Bryn. We've got work to do.
Tyler, you must retreat.
No! I'm staying to fix this. Do whatever you can to buy me time.
Esse é o último boss.
Bryn is seriously about to pay that thing. The spindle told her to buy time.
Let's hope it doesn't take too long.
Freeze the gassy parts of its body solid to climb on or damage it. Freeze the gaseous parts of its body solid to climb on or damage it. Unlike other surge boards, this one isn't fully covered in husk. Flames should be able to burn the exposed patches. Unlike other Surgeborn, this one isn't fully covered in husk. Flames should be able to burn the exposed patches. Shield up to block. Redirect those projectiles.
Peito dele ali. Braço. Tem que dar-lhe o braço também. Ali não posso chegar perto dele, né, mano? Vai rápido aí, fia, porque não tá fácil não. Tá muito fácil não, viu? Tô achando lugar pra segurar. Dá pra tirar não. Tá demorando demais, filho.
The spindle okay?
Ah, agora foi.
Whatever it takes. Spirits. Okay. Okay. Weavers have always dealt with problems like this. Well, not just like this, but yeah. We'll figure it out. Oria. She'll know what to do.
Devia ter pego todos os itens no chão, né? Não peguei.
Hey,
Hey.
how do you feel?
Okay now. But it was touch and go for a while. Lane will probably never forgive me.
I knew that fight. The spindle, giving her life like that. It'd be on your mind all night. How could it not? And I've been mulling over what to tell you this morning. I had a speech planned, but you don't need a speech. You're like me. It'd ring false. So I'm going to tell you what I'd need to hear after something like that. You did good. It was an awful situation, but you stood up and did what needed to be done without hesitating. Not many people have that kind of grit.
can't shake the feeling that if I had done something more, the spindle would still be with us.
She made her choices same as you. She was a weaver, and we do whatever it takes. Look, I know you, Bryn. You're made of stern stuff. You've the mountains in your bones. Any sense of doubt or being shaken is just snowfall. Temporary, and it'll slide off soon.
That was the part you practiced, right?
Yes. But that doesn't make it less true.
Okay. Okay. Thoughts on what we do next? We obviously need to deal with that beast.
We need to get everyone together. Our band, Arakim too. And I want you to call the meeting.
Me?
Yes, you.
Do you know what's amazing?
Tell me.
Digging into the past and salvaging relics that change your understanding of everything we do. Maybe this is old hat for you, because you've been free to do it for so long.
I haven't been doing it that long, but I can't imagine it will ever get old.
Well, good. So, our relics of the day are those scries we recovered, which demolishes my original bet on ours having been affected by this surge somehow. My best guess now is that they're working so well because they were packed up so tight. I floated the idea with Dharm, and he was pretty into it. Want to join me in following up?
Oh, don't need me to do the asking this time?
No. I'm getting the hang of this.
It's good you're here, Bryn. We have a mystery to solve.
A scrinundrum. Ah, no, that doesn't work.
Griddle?
Ah, damn it. That's...
You two are fun. To business, though, what we need to really work on the scries is a new set of the tools I use to maintain ours.
Do you not have them?
Lost in our mad dash through the Veil. I hadn't felt the urgent need to replace them just yet, but if we're to compare and contrast our three classes of scry, we'll need them.
We haven't needed these tools until now?
Like most Enclave enchantments, the scries are incredibly durable. I normally maintain ours every few months. We had more pressing matters at hand, until this mystery reared its head.
What exactly do these tools involve?
They are so very fiddly. Small optics for examining the casing, tiny enchanting ones to target the patterns that form the images and keep the sound clear. That sort of thing. Like tuning an instrument.
Could we not borrow some from Eric's people?
I tried. I would consider their tools.
He's saying they're bad.
I'm saying they're bad, but politely.
This is usually the part where I find myself wrestling a giant lizard or something. So you might as well just tell me now.
Bryn, you never fail to cut to the heart of the matter, but I have good tidings. We need you to pick a flower.
A flower?
Not quite. It's from a plant renowned for its magical sensitivity called Miriam's Bloom.
And the tricky part, Dom was telling me, is that it can't be moved via any kind of teleportation. No loom gates and such.
Indeed, and complicating matters, it withers very quickly once picked. Lane and I can stabilize it, but we'll need our workstations here to do so, which means...
I'm going to have to run.
Pretty much. Sorry about that.
I'll just stretch extra. Do we know where I can find some?
Yes, in the swamp not too far from here, on the other side of the hollow.
Sounds like a plan. I know everyone's up in their heads right now, but we have real problems to solve. So let's clear the air.
Are you running this discussion, then?
She is. Sev, this has to start with you. We knew you were working with the Eye. We told you we'd have your back. Help us understand what happened. Just breathe, Sev. Start from the beginning.
I'm sure Bryn and Sola told you all. We're sometimes called the Watersmiths. Imagine my surprise to learn our talents had been critical to the construction of the tapestry. Our order binds us to always help another Norian. Especially a high-ranking one like Stanild. And to keep their secrets.
So that's how he sunk his claws into you.
Why is the Order so secretive?
We've always been critical to the survival of Taza. Water is life in the desert, and we control the flow of water. The Elders have a secret political chokehold on the kingdoms. The altruistic Norians will tell you the secrecy is so no one can undo our work. But I have my doubts. And so, the Order operates in the shadows. I imagine they were much the same here in the Enclave.
What did Stanild have you doing?
It was all work on repairing the Grand Gate. He'd heard about our success with the gate in the Hollow and felt I might be able to replicate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to do so. And he took me more into his confidence as a result.
Did you leave the Norians to become Sola's apprentice?
If word got out about me betraying Stanild, I'd be a dead ram walking. But no. My people have a ritual known as Ram Bralem. It is a time to pursue another path. And Sola was kind enough to accept.
It's true. I knew it could be temporary, but was hoping you'd stay on after.
The most important thing is whether we can trust you.
Yes, Sev. Convince us.
I swear, nothing I did was intended to cause harm. Too many of my order are political animals. But they're craftspeople who just wish to perfect their art. To bring water to people in need. To experiment, but need the resources to do so. Unfortunately, too many of those resources are controlled by people like them. They're all the same. They see a point of control, water, information, wealth, and they abuse it. I thought the secrets were a necessary evil for some great purpose, but seeing his chokehold on the Enclave...
If you can't be a Norian, then what are you?
If you'd have me.
Those of us who have been here longer than Seb. Thoughts?
It's hard to have divided loyalties. But you did the right thing in the end, and if you hadn't, we might all be dead. That takes courage. Still wasn't quick enough.
I don't know what to make of any of this. I want to believe you, but it's hard in the uncertainty surrounding us.
When I was going through it, you all pulled together to help me.
You are all heard. And I would add that you joined us under false pretenses, Seb. You had loyalties outside the band you never disclosed.
I have a hard time accepting that he kept so much from us, but shared so much with the Eye. Who knows what Stanild, or God's help us, the Talon heard about us? Only time will tell how much damage that's done.
Lane, I hear you and I understand. Sev has real work to do to rebuild trust. Only you can decide when the apology feels real to you. Sev, that considered, you have worked tirelessly since joining us, and demonstrated an enterprising spirit and deftness as a smith. And before the blade could completely fall, You risked all by blocking it with your own hand. You can never be a Norian again. I do not sense that you wish to be. And who are the Weavers but a group of outcasts and misfits? Just you will stay. And you will help. We have work to do. Tell us about Stanild's plan.
Thank you, Horia.
I won't dance around it. The situation we face is not good. The Surgeborn are more strategic than we could have imagined. Now, we have no idea what they're planning, but we do know that they can plan. That's our edge. But here's our challenge. That Talon. It spoke. It knew things it couldn't know about us. We're on the back foot and need to catch up fast.
Then let me, as Horia said, help. After I repaired the gate, Stanild took me completely into his confidence. He'd been questioning and learning from the Talon. Or so he thought.
Not realizing he was being manipulated.
He was increasingly estranged from his daughter. I'd wager he was desperate for a friend.
I'd agree. Based on what he'd learned from the Surgeborn from his friend, he put together a plan.
Use my people as a distraction to pull the bulk of the Surgeborn out of the Underworks. All while he used the gate to... what?
There is a place, deep, deep underground, known as the Source. A feat of engineering unparalleled. It's the secret to the Enclave's power. The abundance of magic. The heart of the tapestry. There was only a single loom gate still connected to the Source after Asylum cleared all connections. And I'm...
The Grand Gate would take him right to the heart of things then.
Exactly.
Stanild thought he could... what? Sneak down there and fix things somehow? Tear down the veil?
His hope was to go down and secure a working space, sealed off from the distracted Surgeborn. He wants to eventually fix things with the help of the Spindle. All glory to his family.
That arrogant idiot.
He'd read in his personal archives there was a system designed to shut down the Source. In the hopes of discovering how it worked, he had been feeding information to the Spindle about it in drips.
Meaning she might have been working on a fix for the Source without knowing it.
Then we have to pursue her research, clearly.
Good. But we still have the problem Stanild never saw coming. A group
Which almost certainly will be unkillable if it operates like every other Surgeborn. It's hard to imagine any place more full of tangles than the literal source of the magic that's overflowing.
On that, I have an idea. If I'm right, we might be able to turn the tables and remove its advantage. I'll need Bryn's help if that's all right with everyone.
Of course. If it gives us a chance, we have to take it.
I agree.
Has anyone just thought to ask the Talon?
What would we ask it? Favorite color? Favorite way to disembowel Ashar?
No, she's right. It has clearly demonstrated an interest in Bryn. Maybe she could pry some information out of it.
I'm not sure I'll get much. But I'm also sure I'm not going to think it's my friend. So, worth exploring?
Then we have a path forward. Sev will pursue his thoughts on dealing with that beast.
My people have started calling it the Herald.
Of destruction? Doom?
Why not both? As I said, people are on edge.
Fine. Sev pursues weakening this herald. We work with the Axle to look into the Spindle's latest research. And if she feels like it, Bryn has a chat with our imprisoned Surgeborn.
As good a path forward as we are going to find. Let's call it here and get to work.
I have sacrificed everything for it. Still can't...
I appreciated your candor in the meeting, Sev.
It was terrifying. Wasn't sure I'd be allowed to stay. You didn't get to voice an opinion with the others. Are we...
All circumstances aside, you saved the day. Solar and I said we had your back, and it paid off. Quick thinking having the scry open.
I knew something was wrong the moment that thing started talking to me when Stanild wasn't around. It was very focused on you.
Me?
So much so that it said the only way the plan would succeed was if you talked to it. It reeked of trap. I didn't survive a decade around Tarzan Norians without picking up when someone's holding a knife behind their smile.
But you still took me down there.
Sorry. An educated risk. I felt there was nothing it could do and wanted the whole band to hear it talk.
And Stanild wouldn't use one, of course.
The Talon was his deepest secret. Whom would he tell?
Can you tell me more about Stanild's plans for once he went through the Grand Gate?
He was counting on Isla. She was exceptional at protective fields. But even then, no. The Talon had convinced him he'd be able to survive, and fool that he was, he trusted it. We can't afford that mistake. But I have a theory. You know how the weather sometimes skews wildly hot and cold?
Right. The aeroliths.
What else do we see on similar cycles? Exactly. So, it follows.
You think the aeroliths are able to affect raw magic somehow?
I do. And in Stanild's private records and designs. I found notes, specifically on aeroliths with Norian commentary.
You think the Norians were involved in their creation?
It would certainly explain why Tarza had such access to aeroliths before the Surge. If I'm right, this might be the key to making the source survivable.
Fewer tangles means less dead me. Absolutely.
You'll need to head to the Watersmith area of the Institute, and I'll guide you from there.
Bryn, I examined the wreckage at the Grand Gate after everything that...
Found something useful?
A kinetic strand, in fact.
Olha o
Art
fio
must have
aí, ó.
torn it from the Herald's pattern in the chaos of the battle.
Think we could weave it into my mantle?
I don't see why not. Its pattern appears to be quite similar to those found on wild creatures and Archons.
All right. We need...
Then let's get to work.
Aí, ó, esse aqui, ó.
And?
Era essa que faltava.
This will be quite the powerful addition to your mantle.
How so?
This strand can twist kinetic magic into a tunnel. In battle, you could push debris or enemies through it and send them flying through the air quite forcefully.
Could I jump through it?
I suppose you...
Hey, there's a lot of tall buildings, flying creatures. This is going to be great.
You're right. Just...
Achou. Era isso que faltava.
Hey, mind if we talk somewhere private?
Lead the way.
I won't be returning to expeditions. I've known for a while now, but I couldn't bring myself to admit it. My days as Point are over.
I thought you were recovering from your injury.
Not as well as I should be. That I got injured at all was a sign that I'm not as fast as I used to be. I should count myself lucky. Not many points get a career this long, but I'm not ready for this to end. Especially here. What kind of legacy is it to reach the Enclave only to sit by the fire?
But you've had an incredible career. And it isn't ending just because you can't go on expeditions.
I know, but it's not the same. And some part of me was hoping to end on a big score. I thought if I found out who my father was, if he turned out to be some great weaver like my mother, it's silly.
Tell me.
I thought I could solidify my legacy in history. Make sense of what my own contributions have been.
You're an incredible weaver in your own right. You don't need impressive parents to prove that. And if you had to pick your last act as point, isn't finding your way into the Enclave the biggest score of all? You're everything I want to be.
That's very kind. Maybe in time I'll make peace with what my career has been. But
is there anything I can do?
Unless you can give me a few years back. This is grief I'll need to sit with for a while.
I understand. I wish there was something I could do to help Aurea see herself the way I see her. Lane knows a thing or two about recording legacies. Lane, I was wondering if you could help me with something.
What is it?
Well, it turns out Aurea's search for her father wasn't just about finding her family.
Crusades into one's lineage rarely are. Let me guess. She didn't find the missing piece of herself that she hoped she would, and now she's having an existential crisis.
Yeah, that kind of sums up.
It happens. So, what has all this really been about?
She knows she needs to retire, and she's struggling with what her legacy has been.
Ah, isn't it strange how the most accomplished people never seem to recognize their own success?
Yeah, I was hoping you could help with that. After all, isn't chronicling a legacy your specialty?
We could certainly commemorate her career with a written account. A lovely idea. I would suggest we personalize it with anecdotes from each of our traveling companions, as they've been in Aurea's band longer than you or I. Would you interview them for me? Legacies may be my specialty, but you might have the leg up when it comes to connecting with others.
Sure, I can do that. Any tips on what to ask them?
Ask whatever you like. Maybe you want a few humorous stories in the mix. Or some readers prefer heartfelt. Why don't I start by interviewing you?
Me?
Of course. We'll need your input. What has Aurea meant to you?
Before Aurea, I didn't really have much of a mentor when it came to weaving. Sure, I picked up things from my old band, but she takes passing on knowledge so seriously. And her love of our culture comes through in how she teaches.
Great. I'll transcribe that and start her biography. Take notes when you speak to the others and come back to me.
Ixi, falar com todo mundo de novo. Cada um vai dar um depoimento da Aurea.
You know, a lot of points struggle with transitioning into a Watcher's role full-time. And there's never been a point more passionate than Aurea.
I know. I hope this eases her pain.
I'm sure it will. Now, what can I do to help?
We'll definitely highlight Aurea's accomplishments, but I'm wondering if you've got any lighter stories to share.
Oh, there was this one time I had to borrow a pair of her trousers after an experiment went awry. Well, borrowed without asking first.
So you stole her trousers?
It was wash day, and I was trying to accelerate the drying process with a little magical heat. When all my clothes went up in flames, no one else in the camp would let me touch theirs. So I borrowed a pair from Oria while she was out on an expedition, hoping to find a solution before she returned. Alas, I did not. When she came back, she simply cocked a brow and said they looked better on me than her. I still have those trousers. They're comfortable, so I wear them on wash day for a laugh. And if I have to belt them above my ribs, so be it.
Thanks for sharing, Dom.
Eu peguei um depoimento engraçado, né? Agora vamos ao depoimento mais sério. O que é isso aqui? Pele grossa, couro rígido. Pele grossa e couro rígido. Dá
I
até
love
pra me
what you're doing
comprar
for
lá.
Arya. How can I help?
What do you think Oria's bravest moment has been?
I think she's living through it right now.
How so?
Arya loves danger. Hunting wild creatures, delving into dark ruins, pushing the boundaries of her magical abilities. But in my opinion, moments of true courage come from facing your fears. And Arya's never been afraid of danger. But recognizing that it's time to let go of what she loves and step down, leaving everything she's built in your hands, that takes more courage than she's ever had to muster. I don't think she could do it if it weren't for you.
Wow.
Happy to help.
I haven't known Oria for as long as the others, but she's done a lot for me. I'd like to help with your project if I can.
Of course, Sev.
What do you want to know?
You said Oria has done a lot for you. Tell me more about that.
After everything that's happened, everything I've done, until now, my position in life has always felt precarious. To just be accepted, no questions asked by someone like her. She's given me a home. All of you.
You'll always have one with us.
For the first time in my life.
Thanks, Sev.
Glad to be of service.
Your idea to commemorate Oria's career with Lane is lovely. How can I help?
What is Oria's most impressive accomplishment?
It's tough to choose. But I always remember this time we were camping in the Sansa Plains. Oria had heard of a drake a few leagues north of where we made camp, believed to be one of the biggest in the Maida. She left on an expedition, hoping to return with a few scales or maybe a tooth. Gone for hours, she came barreling back into camp at nightfall, dragging its entire hide behind her. We ate and drank like royalty for a fortnight with all the riches that hide bartered on the Imperial black market. I don't know which memory is fonder. All of us gathered around the fire, sharing a bottle of aged mead, or the look on her face when she dragged that hide into the campsite.
That's perfect.
My pleasure. I hate to do this when we're already dealing with something like 7 distinct major crises each day. I've got 2 pieces of bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
The second one.
Excellent choice. We use specially enchanted coals to maximize burn time and minimize weight, and we're dead out of them. And second, the stove itself is dented.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't do stove maintenance. I'm the logistics girl. Maybe Sev sat on it.
He's still got bum fur, so if he did, it wasn't on.
Regardless, this is a Dom and Sola fix. One problem each.
I'm not sure they're in the best place right now.
That's why I'm asking you. They both love you, and can be grown-ups for the good of the group. Oria's already sick of salad.
Ah, good. We're all here.
Yes, we're here.
Anyway, stove's not working. Campfire sucks by comparison.
Yes, please, let's talk about the stove.
How did we run out of coal anyway? I spent 2 days in Varentia working on that last batch.
Sure, but then we ended up in the Enclave. So now we need to find more. Also in the Enclave.
I don't easily have the materials to process another batch. But the temple might have some. I hate to admit it, but that was the one really useful thing I took out of my time with the Church of the Hallowed Pyre. They know their fuels.
Great. Temple. But what good's coal without a proper place to burn it for cooking? Sola?
If we're able to find coal like before, then it'll just be a case of reforming and reinforce. I will need a few materials. I'll draft up a list.
Good. Excellent. We're moments away from hot food. Go team!
So I'll...
Go team!
My hand is cramped. But the account of Oria's career is finished.
Great. I'll gather everyone if you're ready to present it.
I need to ice my quill hand. But, of course.
Let's hope she likes this.
She will.
What's going
Ficar pro
on?
próximo, hein? Pelo jeito.
We wanted to present the latest addition to Lane's archive to you, together. We all contributed, though credit goes to Lane for compiling and writing it.
I've titled it A True and Personal Account of Oria Silverbeak Harpinet.
What is going on?
We wanted to do something special to commemorate your time as Point.
You didn't have to do all this.
We did. You've done more for each of us time and time again.
No one is more deserving of a place in Weaver history than you, Oria.
As a thank you for everything.
I don't know what to say.
Lane, why don't you read just the opening?
Oria Silverbeak, as she came to be known, was born to Sharian Harpinet and Eugenius Osphine inside the Enclave just before the Surge.
Osphine.
Though she never knew her father, her mother hoped Oria would follow in her footsteps as a skilled enchantress within the Maida. But Oria decided to become a Point, blazing her own trail. Something she would continue to do throughout her career, bigger and bolder each time. We'll let you read the rest on your own.
We hope this account will help you see yourself and your accomplishment.
I'm at a loss.
Bryn, I was so moved by what you did for Oria. It's...
Thank you.
But her father, Eugenius Osphine, I know who he is.
You do?
Olha só.
And I want you to make an offering for his grave. I can give you a key swatch to reach it.
Wait, you know where it is?
I do. And I'm sure Oria would love to watch you visit on the scry.
Okay, but shouldn't we tell her?
Trust me, This is something you should show her directly. Come back when you've got the offering and I'll give you the key swatch.
Tanta coisa pra fazer. Ó, tem essa aqui. Tem essa aqui.
One of Oria's feathers would be beautiful as part of the offering for her father's grave.
Nessa do instituto aqui então.
See those massive pipes running along the roof? Norian design. I recognized them earlier, and they prompted my investigation into the Norians and the Enclave.
Confirming your findings that the Norians were heavily involved in the tapestry.
This should be the place, Bryn. You're looking for tablets with a circle marked by 6 dots. They'll look blank, but I'll be able to read them when you bring them back.
You're full of useful secrets, Zev.
That's one of them, Bryn. I hope it can still be down here.
What should we expect?
The Norians were experimenting without informing the Enclave on the aeronautes. They wanted them to do more than just moderate the weather. They wanted to control it.
They got tired of long winters? Gloomy days?
Think bigger. If you control the rain in a desert, you control the land itself.
Nossa senhora! Vesgo? Nem um pouco. E vesgo o quê? Nem um pouco vesgo. Pra baixo. Esqueci que esse daqui ele não... Ah, tá mostrando. E que não ia mostrar, tô mostrando. Gostando dessas torretinhas, hein? Tô gostando, tô gostando. Isso aqui, ó. Aí, ó. É isso aqui que é o... Aí você se joga.
Should be enough for us to piece their research together, Bryn.
Will I be learning how Norians hide their information, Sev?
Yes. And if we're...
A missão, beleza, fale com esporte, tá? Em alta. Nossa, esse aqui vai ser complicado, hein?
The best knowledge is always dangerous.
Tem que pegar a flor e levar sem passar pelos portais. Aí já viu.
I'm going to let Arik power the scry for your run with the balloon, Bryn.
Appreciate it, Aurea.
You could use the practice.
Nossa, olha o que eu fiz. Agora vem. coisa. Isso aqui, ó. É essa flor que tem que levar.
Good. Now move. We'll be ready.
Sai fora. Vou levar aqui rápido.
Good progress, Bryn. Smooth and steady.
Não é aqui, não?
It's looking a bit off. It's normal. Just keep moving and you'll be fine.
The bloom's definitely a bit dry looking.
She's got this.
Did we?
Yes. Oh, we're good. Excellent work, everyone. We'll get this over to Solar, Bryn. She'll be ready for you whenever.
Consegui. Tinha que pegar a flor, correr rapidinho, não podia pegar nenhum portal. Tinha que chegar aqui. Aí consegui. Pele grossa, couro rígido. Quantas? 3. Pele grossa, couro rígido. Pele grossa, couro rígido. Pele grossa, couro rígido. Pele grossa, couro rígido. Pele grossa, 1, 2, 3. Couro rígido. 2, 3. E aí, Helena? Salve, tudo bom, Helena? Agora faltam essas aqui, ó.
I shouldn't be surprised the Norians use a fluid to conceal their secrets.
Eu acho que só na próxima, hein? Eu pensei que ia finalizar hoje esse jogo, mas acho que só amanhã.
It's ingenious, really.
Beleza,
An
de
acid
boa.
of sorts that can etch the writing into the metal invisibly. And when you apply another compound, it oxidizes. It's like a legible rust. And yet, after you're done...
Medium aside.
As Sev expected, research on the aeroliths. It's a bit outside my speciality, so I passed it to Dharm.
And how are we feeling about it?
It's not like I've never kept things from my friends, and I generally keep them from my family, so I empathize. But I don't keep them from the band. Anyway.
Lane said I should talk to you about the plates we found for Sev.
Perhaps you could walk with me?
Sure.
I have already passed my notes on. This conversation isn't about them. I wanted to ask how you're doing with regards to Sev.
At the end of the day, he broke his oath for us. I respect that. As soon as he felt there was a risk to the band, he correctly...
It's true. His judgment has been better than his timing. Still, what we're seeing now is the chrysalis of a capable and intriguingly well-informed young man.
He's going to go so much further with us than with the Norians.
Ultimately, I will say this. There was a time in my life I walked away from everything I held. Sev is handling it better than I did. He's not angry or bitter, he's just working through the problem. Commendable, really. It's kind of you to help him. I'm sure he appreciates it more than he'll ever be able to say. So I'm saying it for him. Sev already has my notes. Good luck in your endeavors.
Exciting news, Bryn.
You figured out how to clear the source?
Nothing quite that far along, but as I suspected, the Norians were doing experiments not even Enclave leadership knew about. Not to just stabilize the weather, but directly control its extremes.
Which is pretty much what we're seeing the aeroliths do, here and now.
I honestly think that these experiments, left unattended, are the direct cause of the wild temperature changes. Likely contributed to the floods as well, though I suspect Asylum was the larger cause there. Regardless, if I can pick up where their research left off, we might have a solution to our problem at the source.
What did the Norians stand to gain controlling the weather anyway?
Their power base has always been in Taza, where the deserts need water to grow. Imagine being able to withhold rain or worsen heat at a whim. What kind of power would that give you? The kind the worst parts of the Order crave.
If we succeed, will we be able to stop the weather fluctuations entirely?
I hope so, in time. But the system has been out of control for years. For now, I want to focus on our immediate problem of the Source and the Surgeborn.
Did your research say anything about miasma and tangles?
No. Those phenomena are too new to be in the records you recovered, which are pre-Surge.
What will it take to move from might have a solution to definitely have a solution for the Source?
The research you recovered focused on using patterns from creatures with natural flame and frost affinity. It used those patterns to briefly augment one part of the enchantments woven into an aerolith.
Use flame magic to tilt the aerolith hotter for a time?
Yes, exactly. And they had some success with it, proving the methods viable.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but too bad there aren't miasma creatures.
There's one, and Dharm already managed to recover some of its pattern.
But not enough?
Oh, absolutely enough. You've been working hard, and it's paid off. I needed an exquisite resonance from all three types of magic. And
that's fantastic. Is that it then?
We're going to combine them with the Norian's notes and Dharm's studies of the Herald to build a device to influence the aeroliths. I gave the design to Sola. She said it should be doable, but wants your approval on which materials to use.
If this could pull miasma out of the Source somehow?
It's the most promising lead I have. And it's very promising indeed.
That was one of the most complicated things we've ever collectively assembled.
I hope it wasn't too much.
No. No, it was fine. Would have been easier with some of Dharm's help, but...
You do make a good team.
I know. And here I'm down an apprentice too.
No more learning to smith.
Now. I'm not saying that. We just need to figure out what comes next together. Which brings me to the question of the hour. You were already a Norian. Why did... Oh, that makes so much more sense.
That's a cultural thing for you, isn't it?
Oh, you know. But yes, Sola. I'm sorry. I was afraid if you dug too hard into my past, you might learn.
And they don't like people digging.
No, they truly don't. That is your answer, though.
And this is your intricate doodad. I cannot wait to see what it does.
Tala de sopa invernal e selenita purificada. Quanto selenita? Nem lembro. Uma selenita. E daí estalo de sopa invernal. Uma selenita. Daí estalo. Aqui. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Era 20 talos, né?
An offering for Eugenius. Time to talk to Arik.
Carvão encantado. Tem que pegar esse carvão encantado agora.
I've made an offering for Eugenius's grave.
Great. Here's the key swatch to his farm. That's where he was buried. I'll join Aurea at the scry when you arrive.
Are you sure you don't want to be the one to place the offering? This was your idea, after all.
It will be more meaningful for her if it's you. Trust me.
All right.
Fale com eles, permissão para estudar nos miniatórios, vilareiros, retalho para pastagem no baile. Bom, mas vamos deixar essas quests para amanhã. Ainda tem bastante questzinha, mas questzinha secundária, né? Porque a gente já matou todos os boss. Só vai precisar... Aí abriu mais um aqui. Esse aqui. Que é a história da coruja lá. Então amanhã a gente continua. Vou nessa, daquele save maroto. Estamos chegando no final já. Estamos bem próximo. Bom, valeu aí a presença. Vou nessa. Falou. Fui.